Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? How are you today? How are you doing today? One more time, I'm going to say, how are you today? It's your main man, Vernon to the P, V-A-U to the T-H to the N. Yes, you heard it again. Yes, back at it again, on the attack at it again. Are you ready for some delicious content for your soul that will keep you in the most control? From one perspective, to tackle your largest obstacles, leaping, bounding, and soaring high in the sky like an eagle. Are you ready for some juicy content here today? I got a fantastic situation for you, and some information for you, and some instincts that you can sharpen with this information that you're going to receive right now. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. If you're ready, let me hear you say yes. Let me hear you say, yeah. Okay, that's correct. That's correct. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, now, before we get started, what I need you to do is, I need you to comment in the comment section below if you would like to receive digital products for free, just for being amazing. You know, you ain't got to worry about nothing. But what I would need you to do is, for this to happen for you, first of all, you gotta comment. Tell me, do you like, say, like, earbuds? If you'd like a free set of earbuds, and if I'm not mistaken, wireless earbuds too as well. Or would you like a $100 restaurant meal certificate that you can just go and eat? Yeah. Or would you like, let me see, let's say, for example, would you like a smartwatch? All for being amazing. You gotta comment, like, and subscribe. First of all, like it first, okay? Subscribe second, and then hit that notification bell so I can get you some more juicy comment that's gonna benefit your mind, your body, and your soul in some way, shape, or fashion or the other. Are you ready? Now, again, don't forget now, I gotta find out what you all are interested in, and if you want to see, and let me know what you all would like to tackle in your day-to-day situations, and you know, what communities you'll be a part of, what greatness you're going to seek out today. Let's go ahead, interact with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put it in the comment what you desire to talk about. Let me know, because it's about your show as well. Yes, indeed, I am concerned as you learn. I am concerned as you learn. Yes, indeed, your main man said it here first. Are you ready? Okay, now let's get up into the juicy content that I got for you. Some fantastic golden nuggets, as one statement says, possibly could put you in the mind frame of, are you ready? Because it's all about the what? You know. Benjamins, let's get it. I'm just saying. I've heard somebody tell me before, quitters never win and winners never quit. Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, quitters never win and winners never quit. What are you going to achieve today? What are you going for? What are you going to do today? Okay? I'm going to give you some powerful tools here today. Okay? Okay, you hear what I said? If you are starting over again, I said it, if you are starting over again, starting from scratch, if you don't have anything, you lost all your resources, maybe you lost your home, or whatever, you just ended a bad relationship, or maybe you just filed bankruptcy, or maybe you just need a pick-me-up, whatever category you fall into, I'm going to help you fall forward and upward. You hear me? That's correct. You heard it here. You heard it here. You heard it here from your main man. That is correct. I'm going to give you some tools that's going to work for you. 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. I'm just trying to tell you month by month, before that week by week, before that day by day, before that hour by hour, before that moment by moment. You want to know what this content is, don't you? You want to know what these juicy things are, don't you? You want to know what this wonderful information is. You want to know what this secret ingredient is that's going to give you that edge, don't you? I know. Yes, I do. I believe I do. Because if you was anything like me, hey, believe you me, it is almost as if I see a few of y'all out in the audience from time to time in my day-to-day. Acting, behaving, doing things that I've done before and have not done before. Whatever the case may be. Look here, this content is for you. This content is for you, and it will definitely uplift you in, I believe, your pocketbook, your emotional book, your mental book, your physical book, your spiritual book, your realistic and practical book. Oh, you have some wonderful books that you can take with you from one perspective as the metaphor goes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, all right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Before we jump into this thing, I want to share with you something I'd like to sing, even though it's not a song, even though it's not long, but I want to say first and foremost, thank you. Thank you. Subscribers and listeners, thank you very much. Okay, thank you again. I want to start this day off with an attitude of gratitude. And before that, I want to give a shout out. I want to give praise to the Most High God. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The Prince of Peace. Yes, I do. I do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now let's jump right into this juicy content. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Strap on your seatbelts, put your hats on, and get ready because it's about to be a fantastic ride. We may twist, we may turn, we may slide, we may glide, but what we're going to do is we're going to fall forward and upward together. You hear me? Yes, yes, I believe you do, and I believe you did. All right, okie dokie now, let's get up into it. You want to know what this secret is, don't you, huh? Well, here today in this segment, I desire to share with you the key to be you. I'll elaborate on that statement there. The secret that you want to sleep with. Yes. The clues that you want to do. Yes. Yes. Okay, here it is. Here it is in a nutshell. You know how on them days, say for example, if you're in places where it's really cold in the wintertime, and it's really hot in the summertime, and spring and fall, hey, those are one portion. We could classify as fantastic times of the year either way. Sometimes just right, a little bit of rain, no stain. Okay? However, but during these winter times and or the summer times, have you ever felt that on those days where nothing seemed to go your way? And it's like the world puts at your door every person that wants to call your phone, or every letter desired to come to your box. And this person has a complaint, that person has a complaint, this person has a complaint. And just like the olden day movie that was stated, one of the famous actors said, you just can't get right. Just like the character in the movie Life, do your due diligence, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that comedy with many very famous, metaphors and anecdotes and similes and stories. Well, on them days where it seemed like just can't get right, you just can't get right. You may have locked your keys in the car and you left it running, or you forgot to walk the dog and he pooped or she pooped in the house and you left for work, you came back and the house was blanket. I mean, or some old oddball stuff that just happened. You know what I mean? But anyway, or if it's really deep sometimes for you, if it has been really deep for you sometimes, I'm not going to speak the deepness because you know the deepness when it put it heavy on your heart and sadness kind of overwhelmed you and the hustle and bustle of life overwhelmed you at the end of the day. It just felt like, insert the word there yourself. You know what I mean? See, let me give you a key here that's going to shoot you past the times when you just got to, it seem like even crawling to your destination just don't seem fathomable, or sometimes just don't seem realistic enough. It don't matter. If you're living on this earth, you may be able to relate to times like this when you just didn't want to. When you was like, not today. No, not today. Not today. No. We're on them days when you were dealing with a customer, by way of your online business, or you being an entrepreneur, or an employee, or self-employed, working for yourself, or whatever have you. And that day came up where you had them, not today. No, not today. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Not today. If you ever had one of them days, then you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I mean. Don't act like you don't. Don't act like you don't. Do not act like you don't, because you know it will be an untrue story if you act like you do. You know what I mean? If you act like you don't recognize what I'm saying here. I know you had one of them days when you was like, not today. Well, I'm going to give you a key here. Listen up. I need you to listen up right now. I need you to focus on these words right now. That's going to bust you in your soul and put a pop to your step as you get going. And you put some pep in your step as you represent your new you now. Because you won't be the same after you hear this. You will not be the same. You will not be the same. Okay? Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? Like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can receive reminders as to when I upload fresh content that you can take with you in your day and you can make something happen. Because, hey, if you got to this point, then you also know that yesterday is of no relevance anymore, because you can't change it, you can't go back, you can't rewind it, none of that type of stuff at all. Okay? Well, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm about to drop one on you right now. I'm about to lay one heavy on you. Yep, I'm about to lay one heavy on you like a Chevy on you. Well, I'm gonna lay it heavy like a Chevy. That's correct. You heard it correct. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it is now, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention. Pay attention. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. We've got some important information. We've got some important information that's going to bust you in your soul. It's going to bust you in your soul. Here it is. It's going to move you. It's going to improve you. Yes, that's correct. You heard it here. You heard it here. I'm not going to hold back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to hold back. Okay. Are you ready? Now, I need you to sit close to the microphone or turn your speakers up so that you can get this deep down in you. You got to get it deep down in you, because if you get it deep down in your spirit, your soul is going to lock into this key tool that's going to bless you and not stress you. That's going to hit you and not get you stuck. But from one perspective, as the metaphor goes, full of luck. Wait, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you steady? Yes, here it is. Okay. I gotta let you know this because this is important. This is very important. And I am concerned with your being because I know what it feels like to feel one portion left out, to feel one portion, when somebody said something that just didn't make sense to you, and you did nothing to this person. No, this is the kicker. You did nothing to this person. You don't know this person, but yet and still, they were who they were. Not telling you this that you should back down or that you should be passive about, things that unjustly happen. However, I want to share with you a key that when sometimes incidents like these are they multiply in your day, and sometimes you may not know why. Well, this key that I'm about to share with you is going to help you. It's going to help you do what you got to do. If it is shout, if it is be quiet, if it is sit down, if it is stand up, if it is to crawl, if it is to scoot, if it is to walk, if it is to run, if it is to jump, if it is to ride a bike, that's correct. If it is to jog, if it is to take a train, if it is to fly, if it is to take a bus, if it is to take a plane, look here. You will be equipped for the trip after I get done with you. That's correct. You heard it here. You heard it here. Yes, you heard it here. Yes, you did. You absolutely did. Yes. Don't forget to go to overcomersgroupllc.com. Don't forget. Check it out. Some real life testimonials there. You will be inspired. Okay, moving on now. This key that I'm talking about, are you ready for it? Here it is. I don't know, first of all, what your life is like or what you go through on a day-to-day basis. But I know that if you live on this planet, you're going to deal with people, in some cases animals, in some cases business, your home life, your day-to-day walk of life. You're going to deal with something, okay? However, in my case, as I share with you what assists me to overcome every day and to be a winner daily, first of all, it is definitely prayer and meditation. That is correct. Prayer and meditation, okay? Make no mistake about it, okay? After that, okay, are you ready? After that, it goes along the line as to what I call that is not to come forth. I'm going to say that one more time. To call things that be not as though they were, okay? And what I mean by that is, see, I'm using my mouth to activate the supernatural help that we all have here on this earth, okay? I'm using my power for the good of me. Now, let me remind you, okay? It works all the time. Make no mistake about it. I don't say this that you should stop living your life or get in some frenzy or be fearful, but as the wonderful beings that the Most High God created us all to be, period, I encourage that we be mindful of what we're grabbing from the supernatural world or spirit world, okay? Because it works both ways, in a positive, in a negative manner, in a good or a bad manner, or for lack of, or for being in tune with a better word, righteousness or wickedness, okay? Okay? So how are you going to use your supernatural power that I'm going to share with you today, okay? Huh? Okay? Okay? Now, again, adult right here at this present time, happy as I am, you know, and if you think I'm handsome, if you think I'm handsome in any way, shape, or form, let me know. Let me know. If you think I can improve upon something, hey, in the comments, comment below. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. But here it is in a nutshell. Me being an adult at this point in time and having no biological mother or father, none of my biological grandparents are here. First of all, I don't know what your familial situation is, or what have you, but for me, at times, this is honest here. It feels like I'm just all alone, or it's just like I desire to ask these questions like, why me? Even though I'm doing well, I go through things like, man, I wish I could take my mom out for dinner, tell her that I love her, tell her thank you for being there for me when I was a bonehead little boy. Or I wish I could hang out with my pops one more time or something or more. I wish right now I could really be taking this guy to the grocery store to get, what he needs and just hearing his fantastic voice and his awesome smile, and taking that wisdom that and she gave me, my mom and my father and my grandmothers and oh boy, I'm gonna tell you what gets me through. Even though I am doing well, and to this point, I am protected. I am still part of a fantastic family, realistically and spiritually. That's another comment for another day. That's another topic for another day. But right now, let's stay focused on the point here. What gets me through those days? Yeah, those days. Those days when everything seemed to be just trippy trip. Trippy trip. Yickety yakety. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is it in a nutshell here. Okay? Again, I do go through these moments sometimes because I'd like to encourage, all of you, regardless of whatever your relationship is on a serious note with your parents, you only have one mother and one father. Okay? If you know them and they have been there for you, and they have been there for you, I encourage you, regardless of the mistakes that they have made, regardless, still, they created you. And if you are in your correct mind right now, listening to this, knowing that you are going to be okay anyway, regardless of the mistakes they made and the possibilities of them raising you in ways that may have not helped you, or in ways that you really looked up to your parents, and you know that if it was not for them, it don't matter if you agreed with how they raised you. Still, you know that you have gained a portion of your being that is awesome, okay, because of them, okay? Because if you're dealing with challenges just like them, and you learn how to overcome them, regardless if you are breathing of any sort, if you're living at home, if you're not, if you moved out, still listen, you get paid well for honoring your mother and your father. That's correct. You heard it here first. Now do your due diligence as I elaborate really quick on what I'm talking about paid, because I hope you don't twist this all up and possibly come back and be like, you said you get paid well for honoring your mother and your father, but then again, my mama and my father, we argue all the time. This, that, and the third, and they ain't gave me nothing. Well, listen here. First of all, they gave you life, so cut the madness and the false sadness, okay? All right. And on another note, still, you have to look toward the highest being on all levels. There is no wisdom against this person, okay? And what he says goes, okay? If he tells you in your spirit to honor your mother and your father, you better do it, because there's a reason. There's a reason. Long life comes from this, okay? Rewards for doing, yes, in the long haul or short haul, it eventually pans out as payment monetarily, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, physically, on some level or another. So yes, that's what I mean, as I am clear about what I'm saying. So please, don't be no fool trying to twist these words around, okay? Oh yeah, all right, now, let's move on. Now, what gets me through here, okay? Because again, it is as if I would almost give anything to see their smiles again, and I can't. I cannot. You know, I have to seek. If I were, I have to. No, it is a must that I seek counsel from outside sources, from one perspective. In this case, okay? Here we go. So I have to, as I come back to the book here and share with you this nugget before we wrap up, okay? Yes, you can take this with you and you can practically apply it in your life. Yes, you can. See, I have to depend on the word. Though thy beginning was small, thy latter end should greatly increase. So that gives me something to look forward to, okay? Do your due diligence on where that comes from. I believe it. It is real anyway. If you knew my first beginnings, I'm trying to tell you. And even though my biological mother, my biological father, and grandparents are all gone, they are still with me in my heart, because I still see their smiles in my mind's eye. I still remember those golden pieces of wisdom that they gave me, that my spirit latched on to. Anyway, I'm applying what they told me today, and it is working still, even though they are in their graves and they're done with their earthly walk, ladies and gentlemen. I say, I lean not to my own understanding, but trust in the Lord with all my heart. You see, when you take the pressure off of yourself of having to be perfect in this world, even though you strive to be perfect, and that's a fantastic thing. Yes, it is. Striving to be perfect is a fantastic thing. If you miss the mark, well, you can be like, take it, Prince of Peace. I fell short of the mark. And your spirit can rest, because society, ladies and gentlemen, girl, hey, look here. Society will hold you to some hypocritical themes and you know, platforms and times. And if you get wrapped up into this OM to the G, OMG, oh my gosh, is the point, okay? It can be stressful. It don't matter if you got a lot of money or a little money, no money or for show money. Still, this helps. And the nugget here today, I say these things out loud daily. I will overcome. Yes, through faith, I will overcome. I'm going to press forward. Yes, in your day, you have to latched on to the spirit world that is now, that you may not be able to detect instantly with the five senses: hearing, touching, tasting, seeing, and smelling. Okay? 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 Your confession is powerful. We talk about this all the time. What I'm going to tell you is this. Before I wrap up, take this with you. Apply it. I'm trying to tell you, I apply this daily in my life. I do. If trouble stares me in the face, I say, I am a conqueror. I'm going to get through this regardless. I'm going to keep a positive mental attitude to the best of my ability. I'm going to shine my light. I'm going to do what I have to do to the best of my ability so that it does not hurt you all, the listeners, or people in general. I'm going to do my best to say forget the rest, defeat negativity. I'm going to defeat the inner conversation, the spirit that promotes lack, loss, shame, defeat, condemnation, laziness, an attitude, arrogance, pride, false humility. I'm going to defeat this. I say these things. It's called, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I asked you a question. Are you ready? Well, it's called being your best motivator. Self-motivation. Self-counsel. Look here. If you ain't lazy, you ain't crazy from one perspective. Okay? And the reason why I say this is because you got to do this. You got to do this no matter what people will say. If you can do it in your head and, and not say it out loud, then by all means, you win. If you got to do it and your inner conversation is louder in your mind, and you got to say it out loud, do it. Self-counsel yourself right there. Because look, you don't need to take any type of information that does not benefit your soul to bed with you if you can help it. Okay? So you watch all that stuff by your conversation that you tell yourself in your journey. Hey, be discreet. Do what you gotta do. Say forget it. Whatever. Do what you gotta do. Hey, do what you gotta do. Okay? Self-counsel yourself. Be your best motivator. Be your best motivator. Listen, hey, don't back down. Don't back down. Do not back down. Because look here. It is up to you to come into your amazingness. Period. I've learned that mom and dad, my biological mom and dad can't help me no more. No. My safety net from that point of view is gone. Okay. My grandparents cannot shield me from, things that they know that me being younger, I would not be able to, make it through without their guidance. That part of me is gone. That one portion, that physical portion of them is gone. So, ain't no more going back home to mama for me. No, ain't no more. Dad, can I borrow $600 for this, this business venture I need your assistance with? Can I borrow the car? Ain't no, there's no more of that for me, okay? And for the motherless and the fatherless, okay? Those who struggle, this is for you, okay? This is for any listener and viewer, whatever, but I'm just saying, I understand. I am super grown from one perspective, and I still miss my mother and father. Well, you can do it, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, be blessed. I send many shouts of peace out to you, and have a wonderful day. Take care now.